This is Split Leaf Philodendron, which is a tropical plant. It has the split leaves, which is where it gets its name. I think it's also called Monstera plant, philodendron. But you can see from here that it is pretty root bound. I've had it many, many years. It's a tropical plant. I've seen it grown wild in Hawaii. So what I did was I just took some of the roots, cut it up, and I've been soaking it in a water bucket. So here are my cuttings. I've had them soaking in a blue water bucket for a while, and now I'm about to transplant them. It looks like I have 3 different plants. So I'm going to take this first one, and you can see growing in the water how it has fresh shoots, the white shoots, versus these old roots that have been running from my pot. So here we are. I've got a pot here, and I'm going to dig a hole. Pretty simple. Put the new roots in the soil. They were just in water, so I think they're going to love this soil. Get it situated, and it's got this long runner, which I'm going to put in there. I don't think it's probably using that runner anymore, although it has a new runner right here. So I'm going to put it in the soil. There we go. So that all of its roots are in the soil. And then I'm gonna just give it some water, and it should be ready to go. So I'm gonna give this guy as a gift to one of my friends who's coming over for lunch in a couple days. And there we have it. So I had to go up to my shed to find a second pot. So I found one, and you notice how they're pretty good sized pots. You need to get them a pretty good size because these are huge. They'll get big, very big. And this next one that I'm going to plant actually has 2 separate roots. So I'm going to have to put 2 of them in one pot. It doesn't have many leaves, this guy, but it does have a pretty good new root system. It has the old trailing roots, and then these new roots. So I need to get them down into the soil pretty well. I'm going to cover up the old root system, and then I've got to make room for my second monstrous philodendron coming out of the pail. And he doesn't have that many roots, just a couple new ones, but I think it'll be enough to get him started in the new pot with good soil. So I'm just gonna, oops, sorry, the leaves in the way. There we go. So I'm gonna put him in, try to make him straight up. Here we go. Get a good start. This guy needs to straighten up a little bit more. And I'm gonna push him down into the dirt. There we go. And make sure all the roots are covered up. Soil. And there we go. I have 2 potted Monstera philodendron, or split leaf. And as they get older, they have more splits in their leaves. So this guy has a little bit older leaf here. I'm going to get some, you want to water it really well, but you also want a pot that has holes in them so that they'll drain well. So I have these 2 trays to put at the bottom. There we go. There's that one. And then I have another one over here that I'm going to put the second pot in. There we go. He is. And I have the 2 new potted Monstera philodendron, split leaf. And then I have all this water, so I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to carry it over to my new pots and water them thoroughly. Have them get a really good start. There's that one. There's that one. And then looks like this guy needs to go down a little bit more into the soil. And hopefully that pot will drain. There he goes. It's starting to drain. So I know I've thoroughly drenched it. A little bit more water for this guy. And then he also is having the water come out the bottom. So I know I've watered the soil enough. Cover that root up a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so there we have 2 pots ready for my 2 friends who are arriving on Wednesday. This is Monday, and I think they're plant people, so they're gonna love these potted split leaf philodendron, also known as Monstera philodendron.